Hi guys. I wanted to tell you guys this for a long time, but I had to really dissect it and process it and really learn from it. And life can only be lived forward, but can only be understood backwards. Well, I hope this, like all my other catastrophes, and all the lessons I've learned can help you. This is grief. I've never really experienced grief. Of course, my mère père. Oh, it's a bummer. And my dogs. Oh, Danielle. Fuck, you know? But I always said, because I was supposed to die, 2009. I was given, 30 days to live. We were down to hours. Last right's red, and I'm told every 4 months that I'm dying. So it never crossed my mind that I would lose Mom. Right? First? She'd go first? But then after the cancer diagnosis and her surgery and all the setbacks, and I said, oh my God. Wow. And I said, nothing has ever cracked me, broken me. Nothing. Nothing. And I'm sure most of you read my book. Nothing. Not brain surgeries, awake, not broken nose and re-breaking it myself. Nothing has ever broken me. Losing everything, my identity when the accident happened. Of course I went through, but nothing. And I said, if there's one thing that's going to bring me to my knees, it's going to be losing Mom. I think. I don't know. I won't know until I get there. My journey and facing death so often and flatlining so often, there's no such thing as time. I don't look into the future. I don't even have a clue what day it is, what time it is right now. You have no concept of time. It's always now. Now, and everything's soon, now. I couldn't predict it. And I don't do that. Mom, she was doing good and we were having lots of laughs, and I was changing her diaper, and I always put a pad inside because she was on IV, and I had to change the bag. Holy shit, man. And all the medications. So she was peeing a lot. Good, she never drank water. Karma. But I had to. So I unlatched the diaper, and she had peed so much that it dropped to the floor because she was standing, and it just and covered both of us in her fucking piss. And we start to laugh. And we start to laugh. And we start to laugh. How many times did her ileostomy, just as soon as I was going to change it, that's your bowel on the outside, just, oh my God, I'd like, you fucking asshole, because it's a front butt, right? It's your intestine on the outside of your stomach. Asshole. But that's what happened that last day. I took the diaper and it spit piss all over us, and we were both laughing and laughing and laughing, and all of a sudden she went, like, her eyes, oh my God. And it's March 2021. I put the oxygen nebulizer in it. She was still, her blood pressure was low, heart rate was low. But I mean, she had Takotsubo. Fuck, broken heart syndrome. I'm shocked she lasted that long. Broken heart syndrome. Anyways, I'm not going to go through that again. She was on Eliquis and all the medications I had chosen for her to be on. She took them like a good girl, and she had an amazing journey. I wish I had somebody like me on my side, because I went up against the board of doctors and got her on long-acting narcotics, and she never felt a thing, and she had the best of everything, and she had the best of everything. So did my dad. Oh yeah, no. 2 pumps. One for Dilaudid, one. Our nurse that has been with us since 2010 for me said, you'll never get more than 1 pump. I'm getting 2 pumps. someone's palliative and you're getting up every 15 minutes for one medication, half an hour, and you're writing to keep track, and you're preloading, injecting, no, 2 pumps, the ones that go in more often, and then the other ones that go in the hour every 2 hours you can do in a butterfly. Anyways, yeah, no. My journey taught me and prepared me for this and Danielle. With Danielle in the hospital in London, they didn't have a maid yet. She was removing life support. They put her on the wrong floor. All of her family's there in the room. Danielle, they all made signs, kissy, kissy, no tears, bright colors, 8, 9 hours. There's too many people in that room, first of all. Danielle is loved. And Mrs. White, who is Brian Mulroney's right-hand man's wife. Danielle was their nanny for years, and she traveled all over the world with them. And Mrs. White goes, Tina, look. So I look out, and there's 5 white coats, doctors, standing, and they're having a powwow. And this is like 8.5, 9 hours later. Danielle's, can you imagine? She's fully aware. She just can't breathe or talk on her own. She's nothing on her own anymore. And she goes, go talk to them. I said, I want it. I said, excuse me, you're discussing Danielle Lefford? Yes. I said, what is the problem? This is like abuse. You don't think ALS is bad enough? You're going to pull her CPAP? What's going on? She said when they, how do you say that? Admitted her to the hospital, they put her on the wrong floor. And it was all, they didn't know if they were going to move her, but they couldn't, I said, you are not moving her. All of her signs are up, everything, that's exactly how she wants it. I don't care about heart machines. I don't care about all that. And your nurses, I'll guide them, exactly. Butterfly in each leg, Dilaudid, 10 milligrams every half hour, morphine, 10 milligrams every hour in the left leg, in the legs, under the blanket, then you won't see it. I know what I'm doing here. Oh, God. And she goes, I said, you're scared of a lawsuit. I said, Danielle Efford is pulling life support. We just want to help her through that. We don't give a shit about a lawsuit, trust me. So the other heads of the hospital, they looked at, I said, come on, let's get on this. She's getting more and more nervous, I can tell by her eyes, and her parents, and, oh, God almighty. They did, and the nurses were on it. Yeah, so that was all practice leading up to my parents, my Uncle Joe, my Danielle, myself. After we got here, my heart, doop. I got up about 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh shit. And my heart stopped in Panama in 2019 when I was on holiday. Stopped. I mean, my body's been through a lot of trauma. But he doesn't want me up there, so I don't care about it. But I have a medical kit, and I know what to do with it. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm dying. It was here. So I crawled, and I got to my medical kit, and I pulled out a big syringe and loaded it with adrenaline. I needed to, right through, boom. I had gone for 4 surgeries just prior to moving here, and I had flatlined twice, and the last time was 8 minutes, 11 seconds. And I was told I couldn't fly. And I flew 3 weeks later. By the time I got to Panama City, I had a blood clot. So we drove here from Panama City, which took 13 hours, and it was beautiful. But I do, and I've always done this journey based on what resonates with me, what feels right with me, with my mom, for my dad, for my mom, for Danielle, for my Uncle Joe, my Aunt Sue, like everybody. It comes, and I know the lingo, and I could talk with any doctor about anything, and I know the lingo. Any nurse, and I'm always asked, are you a doctor? Huh. Yeah, I should be. Yeah, because of my own journey and having to be my own advocate. When I was 24 years old, I knew nothing. Nothing. I don't know anything about anything. I learned a lot throughout the years. All the terminologies and quality of life versus quantity. So anyways, yeah. I wonder if I should do a long video like that. I'm going to stop this. This is going to be part 1, and I'll come back and do part 2.